Amanda, I want to play a game.
Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. As you can see from the title, today's video is my spoiler-free review of the horror thriller Push that is now available on the streaming platform Shudder. If you are subscribed to my channel, you know that I usually do my reviews with spoilers, but in the case of this one, I am going to be doing it spoiler-free since I saw this film on an early screener instead of its release date, that is today. That is the reason why this review will be spoiler-free. So saying that, let's get into my spoiler-free review of Push. Now, this horror thriller follows a pregnant realtor that must survive a night of terror when a deranged client shows up at her open house. And to summarize this movie spoiler-free, the film follows Natalie. She is a realtor and she is currently pregnant, and she wants to sell this house that no one has been able to do it, but she is decided that she's going to be able. During the open house, a strange client appears, and by situations, she needs to stay at the house during the night. But the client never really left, so it's now this client and this big house that has a dark past. And that is for me the best way to quickly summarize this movie without giving much details. I am just basing on what you can see on the trailer. And now getting into the review. The film is set in one location. We have the house, we have a cat and mouse dynamic because we have her and then we have the client, and by some strange reason she has to stay the night at the house all alone, or that is what she believes, but the client is already there. So we have that chasing moment, but what I like it about this movie is that it takes its time. The film, you're going to realize very quickly that is a slow burn. It takes the time to develop what is happening and to build up the tension. And honestly, that is one of the best things that this film had, and is that it's building up that tension to the point that you're going to end on the edge of the seat, biting your nails, and it's nerve-wracking. But unfortunately, all that build-up kind of leads to nothing. The problem that I found with the story is that although it's a slow burn and it takes the time to build up, unfortunately when it comes to the story, the plot, the elements, and the characters, they don't say much, and that's okay. You don't need to tell me everything about them. You can give me as much information as you want. But when you have a 90 minutes slow burn thriller, you need to give me something more than just her and the client not really running, but like chasing around the house. We don't know what is going to happen. We have that tension, but you need to fill the gaps. And unfortunately, the film has some plot holes. There's some details about the house and the main reason why it hasn't been sold by now. That will be a spoiler, so I will not be mentioning, but they don't go deep into that. They just leave it on the surface level, and that is okay. But I feel that on that specific detail, I feel that they could have given a little bit more. When it comes to the client and her, they gave us the right information, at least about these two. And you can understand why she is doing what she's doing and her reactions to the situation, because she is dealing with some personal stuff, and that is why she is here. But those will be spoilers. I cannot mention those. And adding the fact that she is pregnant is a stressful night. But when it comes to the client, we don't know much about him, and that is okay. We have seen films where we don't know much about this haunting presence. An example of this could be When a Stranger's Call. The remake specifically, we have this man that is doing these calls and he wants to kill this nanny. And we don't really see much of him, to the point that we don't even see his full face throughout the movie. And it's only at the end when we see half of his face. We only hear his voice by moments. We don't really know much about him. We don't even have a name. We don't know. And sometimes that is good because it's able to bring more tension and this sense of fear, because it's the sense of the unknown. So on that part, I can understand why they aren't developing the client. But when it comes to other aspects, like the house, I feel that there was a wasted potential, because they could have filled a little bit of the gaps. It comes to a point that it starts to drag itself, and it's like testing how far you can stretch this. But what I like it is the cinematography. They take the full advantage of the one location. The cinematography is visually captivating. I really like it that it elevates the movie. I really feel that that is what makes a difference, because it looks good to the point that you want to keep looking. I really like it that they didn't abuse of having dark spots and like jump scares. Or they could have done it, but I feel that they didn't, something that I do appreciate. And I feel that the way that it's filmed, it adds to that tension and the atmosphere that is being created. So for me, the cinematography is a huge hit. When it comes to the score, I really like it. I feel that it fits. The performances are a key point here. I feel that they gave us just what we needed. For me, it was convincing. I felt that she was indeed in danger in this house while she is pregnant. It really adds more stress to the situation. So I really like it, her, and also the decisions that she makes. Sometimes we have films that they make decisions that they're stupid. That is true. But here I feel that the decisions and the way that she is behaving on this situation, I really like it. When it comes to the client, I feel that he was creepy. I really like it. He had this sense and this atmosphere of being a dangerous man. So I really like it that too. Sometimes we have the villains, they aren't intimidating enough. They don't give what they should be giving, that is that sense of danger. Here, I really like it. The film is not the most original thing either, because this film is very similar in terms of the plot to the French horror film Inside. It follows a similar plot, but Push is not trying to be a remake or trying to copy the story. It's just like the base of it, they are different films. If you have watched it Inside, this film most likely is going to remind you of it. So although this film is not completely original, it made it feel fresh enough for you to sit down and watch it and be entertained by it. I feel that the film is not boring. It may be for some people. I can definitely see people thinking that the film is boring and maybe not feeling engaged with the story, and that is up to you. But if you're someone that enjoys this type of slow burn horror thrillers, then you're going to have a blast. The directors of this film actually are the same directors of The Boy Behind the Door. That is one of my favorites from Shudder. If you had never watched that one, is one that I would recommend. So for me, this one will be a 3.5 out of 5 and a 7 out of 10. If what you're looking for is a horror thriller that is going to make you feel tense and that is going to give you a good time, then this one could be it. But again, for me, this one could have been a little bit better, has some things that could have been developed a little bit more, some wasted potential. The film is not fully original, but it works. It follows some cliches, but that is okay. But with that, I have ended the video. I know that this is a quick, short review, but usually since I do it with spoilers, that is when I'd go deeper into my opinion. But right now, I cannot say a lot. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you already watched this film, let me know down below your thoughts. Or if you're planning to do it, let me know once you watch it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye!